Hello everyone, and welcome to this first talk of the Odoo e-commerce day of Odoo Experience 2022. My name is Clément, and in today's presentation, I would like to explain to you why I believe that Odoo might be the next revolution for creating websites, and also the kind of opportunities it can bring to your own digital agency. But before going further, I would like to have a look at the past. At the beginning of internet, creating a website was quite a difficult task. Indeed, you had to master languages such as HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to build a website. And that's why, a few years later, there were new kind of software appearing on the market, such as Wordpress. They are called the content management software, also known as CMS. WordPress is probably one of the most famous, and across the year, it really became extremely popular thanks to the fact that it is open source. It means that millions of developers can contribute to the source code and also access it in order to do some customization and adapt the website for their own customer. But creating a website on WordPress is not especially easy. You have to deploy it on a server, and then it was not accessible to everyone. And that's why we have seen new kind of software coming on the market, also known as what you see is what you get editors, and one of the most famous is probably Wix. Wix came with a cloud-based solution and an innovative interface allowing you to build your website based on a drag and drop editor. It means that you can take a building block and drag and drop it everywhere you want on the web page and get a stunning result right away. However, with this approach, it was not very easy to create more advanced website. And if you wanted to connect your Wix website with other applications, the task might be quite difficult. Even only having or running an e-commerce platform is not especially easy on Wix. And that's why we have seen new kind of fully dedicated e-commerce software appearing on the market. Of course, one of the most famous is Shopify. And Shopify is a great solution for running an e-commerce, but the problem is that Shopify only do e-commerce. If you want to connect your Shopify platform with any other accounting software or inventory management software, it can be very difficult and time-consuming. Every day at Odoo, we have Shopify users coming to us because they want to connect their Shopify website with the backend of Odoo, managing all the daily operation, such as invoicing creation and also stock management. It's very important to be able to track the quantity in stock and to have an automated accounting when you run a huge e-commerce. And as you can see, every single website editor has its own advantages. But none of them really have all these characteristics together. There is no open source, easy to use and e-commerce platform at the same time. But you would like to have one, probably. If you are a web agency, you would like to have a platform that allows you to create custom developments, that is easy to use, and also open source. And today, if I'm here, it's because I maybe have the solution for you. And I would like to present to you Odoo. Odoo is an easy-to-use, fully integrated, and open-source website editor. I will now cover every point individually, and I will start with the ease of use. Of course, this is a very important topic for you as a web agency. You want to use an easy-to-use interface because you want to create and be able to create websites in a short period of time. You want to deliver as many websites as you can in a short period of time. And also for your user, your own customer, you would like them to be autonomous on the content creation. You don't want to be there every time they have a new request, every time they want a new page or a new blog article, a new product. You want them to be able to do it by themselves. And deploying a website on Odoo is very easy. Honestly, it takes maybe 30 seconds. You don't have to worry about the hosting because this is provided by Odoo for free. And you don't have to worry about coding anything because you can use the drag and drop editor. Of course, you as a digital agency, maybe you want to create some customized web shop. Of course, you can do it and you can have more advanced features on the design, but you can totally start right away. I'm going to show you because I guess it's better to show you instead of just telling it to you. So let's go on the Odoo website so you can do it by yourself after the presentation. So feel free to try the software. It's free. You can really launch a website very easily. To do it, you just have to click on the green button, Start Now. From there, you can define the different applications that you want to use within your database. Of course, Odoo is not only a website builder, it's a full ERP software, a business management software. So you will find many different applications from accounting to sales to point of sales to manufacturing. But of course, today, as I'm focusing on website, I will only select the website module. You can always add other module afterwards. So I'm clicking on continue here and I will enter my data. So let's put my name, let's put my email address. I will select a website name, which is basically the name of my company. I want to sell phones, so let's have bestphone.odoo.com. And as you can see, Odoo will provide you a website with a URL finishing by .odoo.com. Of course, if you have your own domain name that you have bought on an external provider, you can link it to your Odoo website for free. You don't even have to get a paid plan to be able to link your domain name with your website. And also, Odoo is providing you a free custom domain name for 1 year, so you can buy a domain name through Odoo. Okay, so that's great. I'm clicking on Start Now. In a few seconds, I will get my website ready to be edited. So here you are, and let me zoom a bit. Okay, so when you start a website on Odoo, you have both options. Either you start from scratch here, and you select one of the 25 themes, and you build the structure from scratch, or you can use the website configurator that will allow you to run your website in 4 main steps. Let's do it. Let's say that I want a business website for my phone, for my cell phone store, with the main objective to get leads. From there, I can select a predefined color palette. So a palette is a set of colors that work together. You can select one predefined by Odoo, but you can also upload your own logo if you want to take the colors from your logo. So let's upload a logo. And you see that the color palette is automatically created. Let's take it. The next step is to define the different pages and features that you will have on the website. You can select an About Us page and maybe a service page. And of course, if you want to add any other pages, you can do it later. You can select also the features that you want on your website. Odoo comes with various features for your website. It can be a blog section, customer stories, a career, so a job offer page, of course an e-commerce. I'm not selecting anyone now, but I'm going to show you later how you can add some advanced features on your website. So let's build my website. As you can see, Odoo will come with 3 predefined templates based on the industry that you have mentioned. And I like this one, so I will take the first. So it takes a few seconds to create your website. So Odoo will build a predefined structure for you with some content and images that you can use right away. So on the left side, you have the visualizer of your website, and on the right, you have all the editing section. So here you can select the different options that you want on your website. So if you click on the theme tab, let me zoom a bit. You can click on the theme here, and you can define the color palette of your website. So it's very easy. You can define a color, you can really pick the one you prefer and create a new palette. Also, you can decide to have a different layout. So I don't like the boxed layout, so I want to have it full. So I just taking this option here. You see I don't have any border anymore. You can define the font size. You can select a font family. Odoo is integrated with Google Font, so it's very easy to use a Google Font directly. So you just have to take this option and import the URL of the Google Font, and you will have the options to use another font. You can define different padding, different options, yes, anything related to the style of the website. Here on the left, you have another tab which is called Blocks, where you can drag and drop some building blocks on the web page. Creating a website on Odoo and editing the style of the website, the content is super easy. You just have to take a content block, for example 3 columns here, and drag and drop it on the website. If you want to edit the picture, it's very easy. You just have to click on a picture, you replace it, and you can either upload your own images or you can search for an image directly on a copyright-free library called Unsplash. So let's say that I want a font image, so let's take this one. And again, I have many different options. I can definitely change the text, so we sell phone. You can change the placement of the text. You can define the alignment. You can change the shape. Here we have many options, design options. So if you want any other shape, you can define another one. You can change the color. If you want to change the order of the blocks, it's very easy. Just click on the arrow. Yes, you can see that everything is ready to be edited. Okay, so Odoo is using a framework called Bootstrap, and Bootstrap allows us to have a native mobile version of the website, so you don't have to create a separate version of the website. You just have to click here on the mobile icon, and from there you can see the website. You see on the website I don't really like the header section, so it's also very easy to change. Just click on edit here and you will find different options for the header. And if you want to customize it and create your own header, it's also totally feasible. I'm covering this customization point after. So let's select another layout for the header here. And if I don't want a block to be displayed on my mobile edition, let's say that I don't want these 3 columns on my website, it's very easy. Just have to select the block. And when I've selected the block, I can here I can select the hidden I can select to hide the block on the mobile edition. So just click on this icon, and you'll see that the block will not appear anymore on my mobile version. So if I scroll down, I don't find my 3 columns block. Creating a new page on Odoo is very easy. You just have to click on plus here, and you can create a new page. Let's say pricing, and you can add to the menu here. So again, it's the same concept. You just have to take blocks, change the name. You can use different structures. So I think we have one for price comparison here. Perfect. And that's fine. And when my page is ready, I can simply publish it. You can define different menu elements. You can decide if a page is in the menu or not. And we have also many inner function. For example, to promote your website, we have a tool that will help you to have a good search engine optimization. I will not cover the topic because we already have a talk about this afternoon, so I'll let you watch this talk. But Odoo is really sought to help you on different aspects of the website, such as SEO, mobile version, and so on. Also, we have a talk for editing websites. So we have a talk done by my colleague Samuel this afternoon, and he is going to give you a lot of advices on how to optimize the layout of your website. So feel free to watch this one too. Okay, so now I can come back to my second point, which is the integration of the system. This is a very important point. As I told you already, Odoo is a website builder, a powerful website builder, but it's also an ERP, a full business management software. We have developed many different applications for running your company on a daily basis, going from website, of course, but you can also have a CRM, a point of sale, inventory management, purchases, email marketing, and of course, an e-commerce. And for you, it's very important because maybe your customers will request a website, but after they will have many other needs. And what is great with Odoo is that they don't have to pay or to use another software because they can simply add a new module in their existing database and everything will be connected out of the box. For example, you can share a product between an e-commerce and a point of sale in a few clicks. Installing a module on Odoo is very easy. I'm going to explain it to you how to manage it. You just have to go on the dashboard of Odoo, so what we call the backend part of the system here, where you find all the modules of Odoo. And if you click on the apps module, you can search for the e-commerce module and install it. So it takes some seconds to install it. We are downloading all the package to set up the e-commerce module, and in a few seconds we will be able to use it. I take this opportunity to say that if you use only one module, you can use the system for free because we have a one app free offer, and then you can deploy your website totally for free on Odoo, hosting included. Okay, so now my module has been installed, and you see that I have a new tab here, a new menu with my shop. Right now I have no product defined yet, but you can simply click on the plus button here, and on a plus button, this is where you will be able to add new pages, new blog posts, and also new products. So just click on this, and I'm going to sell an iPhone. Modifying the product page is very easy. Again, it's drag and drop. Just simply click on the image. I could search for an image, but I have one on my computer, so just add my iPhone picture. I can change the name of my product. I can define a price, of course. What is very nice with Odoo is that we work with price list and access rights, so you could give an access to the web shop to your user and set a different price for different group of users, so this is very convenient, especially for B2B web shops. Also, we have very good variant management, so maybe you are going to sell this iPhone with different colors, different storage capacity, or even different screen size, and you can define a different price and manage the stock accordingly. So again, this is not the topic of the presentation, but my colleague Simon is doing a presentation this afternoon. Okay, so again, if you want to edit the product page, very easy. You just have to take some blocks, add a description, and so on. So it's always the same concept. You can just save, and I can publish my product. So right now it's unpublished, so it means that I can work on my product, set up a very beautiful product pages, and when it's ready to be sold, I can simply click on publish. And right now, actually, you could already buy the iPhone because the website is live and the product is published, so you could order. Of course, right now I didn't set up any payment acquirers, but you can totally link the one you prefer. In standard, we have Stripe, Adyen, Molly. We recommend using Stripe because the integration is very nice, but again, this is not really the topic of the presentation. This is the example of integrating eCommerce, but of course, if you want to have a point of sale, you can share this iPhone within your physical store. You could have other kind of integration, such as a support line. You can have a chat, live chat. You can also have a contact form here. So it means that every time that one of my visitors is filling in this form, it's going to create an opportunity into my CRM system. So yes, that's awesome, and it allows me to work efficiently. The next point I want to talk about is the open source aspect of Odoo. So since the very beginning, Odoo is an open source project. We really want to help companies be more efficient at work, and we really want to help the largest number of companies. Being open source means that you can also access the code of the software and modify it, and it also allows the software itself to grow very fast because a huge community is working together on making the product evolve. Every year we have a new version of Odoo and with tons of new features, so that's really, really cool. When we speak about websites and open source, one of the main points is maybe adapting the structure of the website and the CSS, the style sheet of the website. You can do it on the fly. If you go into the website, you can click on customize and you can make some modification directly on the web page. You can access the CSS file directly and override Bootstrap variables. But I wouldn't advise you. You can use it, that's fine, but not for big change. It's more for small customization. If you really want to have a real change into the structure or in the style of the website, I would recommend you to create an external module, so a theme that you can compact into one module and re-upload on the database. And within this module, you can create, of course, different themes, so layout of the website, but you could also create different features. So if you want to adapt the business logic of your website, let's say that you want to have a different checkout process or modify the portal of the user. If you want to add some snippets, so a snippet is a block of content, you can create your own snippets and upload it into the theme. So you can really you can really do a lot of things when you start doing customization. And the last point is the fact that we have an app store. So every time you create a module, you can make it available for the community, or you can even sell it. So here you can access the app store. It's on apps.odoo.com, and from there you will see all the different applications that are available. And if you click on the themes tab here, you will find all the themes for the website. Some are free, some are paid. It's up to you, and I think for a web agency it's very nice to promote your company with some themes, and yeah. So that's also a great opportunity for you. When you do customization on Odoo, it's important to understand the different kind of hosting. So on premise, so on your own servers, it's very easy to make some modification and upload a module. But when we are on a cloud-based Odoo version, it's a bit more. It's not difficult, but you have to understand that there is the normal cloud-based solution, which is called SaaS, on which you cannot really customize Odoo. It's like out of the box, and it includes all the standard features of Odoo. But as soon as you want to customize and stay on a cloud version of Odoo, we recommend you to use Odoo SH. Odoo SH is a platform that we have created to help you test and deploy your custom development easily. Basically, we link your GitHub account to this platform, and it allows to push your own developments on your Odoo database, so it's very nice to test and to deploy and to work collaboratively on any project. So it's very important to know this. So now let's move on the second part of the presentation, which is the source of business opportunity that Odoo can represent for your company. In my opinion, there are a lot of advantages when you use Odoo as a web agency, and I selected the three best in my opinion. For the first one, of course, is the fact that Odoo is a disruptive tool. Honestly, I don't know any other software on the market doing at the same time a website edition and a full ERP system. This is totally disruptive. Also, we use a modern stack of technology. The backend of Odoo is created on Python and on JavaScript, and the front end, so the front part of Odoo, so the websites part, is done on HTML, JavaScript, and CSS, of course. And as I said before, the tool is evolving a lot, so every year we have new features, so it's very an evolving product. The second point is also very interesting for you as a web agency. It is the fact that when you build websites on Odoo, it allows you to extend your offer, your service offer to your own customer. Maybe right now you are implementing a lot of website or e-commerce, but maybe in the future you would like to extend your service. And thanks to Odoo, it's going to be very easy because as I showed to you, you can simply take a module and upload on the database. So it means that you could start implementing ERP for your own customers. And I believe that the demand for that kind of service is quite high at the moment. We speak a lot about digitizing the companies, get rid of paperwork and centralized data. So yes, that would be a very that could be a very important point for you. And the last point is that when you join Odoo, when you start doing websites on Odoo, you will join the Odoo ecosystem. Odoo is a real ecosystem. It's a vibrant community. And of course, it's composed of the software itself, of the headquarters of Odoo, of all the Odoo application. But a huge part of the community is the partners. So we work with the partners network. So basically, they are implementing partners. They are companies that implement Odoo at customer size. And I must say that for the moment, we don't have a lot of partners specialized into the website creation. They are more on the ERP part of the implementation, and I'm really sure, and I know that some partner would be very happy to have an extra expertise into the website creation. Also, on every topics related to digital marketing, such as content writing, SEO optimization, and so on. This is really something that I believe you could. I believe you can really fill in a gap with your own offer as a web agency. And even us as Odoo, as the company Odoo, you have started a new services, a web design services. It grew from 1 to 16% in 1 year. The demand is 16% in 1 year. We can really see a high demand for a website creation on Odoo. And now the next question is, okay, how can you get trained on Odoo? Because you can have the most powerful car in front of you. If you don't have any driver license, you will have hard time to move forward. And that's the same in Odoo. Odoo is extremely powerful, but if you don't know how to use it, maybe you will not be able to implement it in the right way. And this is why we are focusing a lot on improving the documentation and making it free for you. So we have on the website, we have here a tab with the community. So this is where you can find all the tutorials. So first of all, we have a lot of video tutorials where you can have a training pass, and you will find every every module, you can really get trained on every module individually. So that's really nice. For example, here you can learn how to start on Odoo. You can also have for the website, by the way. So here I have a training path for the website. So I'm sure that if you watch all these videos, you will have a very good base to understand how it works. And you can also have technical documentation. So if you go here into the documentation, you will find everything that you need to help you developing on Odoo. So here you have a technical tab, developer, and you'll find all the all the information about the technical aspect of Odoo. And also, I didn't tell you yet, but we have an open API here. You can interface Odoo with external pull information and take information from other systems. So you'll find many information here. And again, during Odoo experience, there are a lot of technical talks. So I invite you to follow them. Later on, if you get trained, maybe you would like to become an official partner because you really love Odoo and you want to implement it at the customer side. Being an official partner allows you to get leads from Odoo and also to take a commission on the license cost. Again, this is not the topic of the presentation, but it's very important that you know that it exists. And yes, so you can also directly schedule a call with an expert if you want to have more information. Also, if you have a project with Odoo, you can ask to meet an expert here. So you can select a time, a day and a time slot to speak about your project if it's a functional project. So yeah, the last part of my talk is the pricing of Odoo. Maybe you might think that Odoo is expensive because we have a lot of features, but actually it's quite the opposite. Odoo is very affordable, and it can even be free if you use the one app free offer. As I told you before, if you only use one module, you can use the system for free, hosting included. In case you select the e-commerce module, it's important to note that you will also get the website and invoicing because we consider it as dependent. So they are dependent, so we consider it as one module, so you can run an e-commerce for free with Odoo. And at the time I'm recording this video, the new pricing has not been disclosed yet, so I cannot tell you more about this. But what I can tell you is that Odoo is highly competitive. You will never find such a software for such an affordable price, both on website but also on ERP. But if you want the complete price, you can go on odoo.com/pricing. So it's already the end of my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. I would like to thank you for the attention, and I'd like to finish it with small reminder. Today we have only seen a very small part of all the Odoo capabilities. So remember that Odoo is full of features. It's very huge, and yeah, I'm convinced that as soon as you will discover all these features, you will never come back to another software. So that's all for me. Thank you very much, and see you soon at the Q&A session. We'll detect the country from your user. So we will screen the IP localization of the visitors, and automatically the language here will be adapted based on the localization of the user. Of course, he can change the language manually if it's not the right language for him. Well, any other questions?
Hi. I don't want to spoil anything, and I'm not an Odoo salesperson, but to really confirm what you just mentioned, I wrote down website plus e-commerce plus invoice.
Yes.
That's free.
Yes.
From today. Then plus one app added, that will be 20 euro. And if I add another app, it will be 40 euro. and add another app, will be.
No. This is the old pricing. So right now,
Okay, then
yeah,
if this is true, then everyone is not going to buy
this is true.
accounting because I will add accounting to it, and then it will be free.
I cannot. Sorry, I don't understand the question.
Okay, can you go to the sales of the Odoo website and then start adding the apps?
But yes. So you can start for free with one module. And then
It's better to show
you can
us.
see here.
Just show us how it works. You go to odoo.com,
Okay,
and then
sure.
I will
I
be
go
a
to-
customer, and then
Let
I
me
will.
show you. If
Yeah,
I go on
please.
odoo.com, I can select the different application. And as you can see, as soon as I select one application, you have a green mention here, free with unlimited user forever. Installing e-commerce will install also website and invoicing. It's not mentioned yet, here, but I'm telling you. As soon as you want to extend your website, let's say you want to have an e-commerce CRM, for example, you will add this brick and you will be on a pay plan. And this pay plan, the price is the following one. It's 19.9 euro per user per month for all the applications. So, and if you add another app, show you? Okay.
No, it is. Now the
So when I'm in the Odoo database, the way to add an application is simply to go into the apps module here. And from there, you have the different applications that are available for you. As soon as you want to add a new module, you can simply select one, but here they are all installed because, OK, let me go on my previous website. I'll do it from scratch. So here, this is the website I used in the demonstration. So right now, I'm in the free plan because I'm only using website and e-commerce. But as soon as I want to extend and use CRM, just go there in this application, install the package, and you will enter the paid plan. And this paid plan, the price is 19.9 euro for all the applications. So if you start installing other application, you will keep this price of 19.9 euro per user per month for every application. Except Studio, sorry, except Studio.
No.
OK, I would be happy to explain you more in details. I don't, no, yeah. I can explain you in detail just after, but you just have, but if you have question about the pricing, everything is super transparent, super clear. You just have to go on odoo.com, click on pricing, and everything is there. And it's really what we offer. OK. No, sorry. Studio is not installed. Studio is in the custom plan, so 29.9 euro per user per month. It's the custom plan. But that's the only exception. OK, so it's not a Q&A for pricing, but let's talk together after your project, if individually, if you.
A very easy question. Thanks for the presentation. Okay. Very easy.
Sorry, we have two questions at the same time.
Okay. I'm waiting.
Yes.
Okay. So
I see. But can we talk about your specific case just after? Because right now I'm going to answer the question related to a website, but for sure we can advise you on this. Okay? Thank you. So, Mr.
If your customer has an accountant.
Sorry, I don't see you. Where are you? Okay, sorry.
If our customers have an accountant and they work with Odoo too, can they connect? And can they just give all their accountants with the invoicing? Can they?
Your question is: you have an e-commerce and you also have an accountant, an external accountant who is using Odoo. And the question is, can we connect the invoice from the e-commerce from your system to the one of the accountant?
Yeah,
That's
can
it?
you just, if you have this 1990...
It's not connected, but you can really easily export information from Odoo. So let me show you. I will take data here. So I can go into the, for example, the invoice. Just taking all my customer invoices. And all I have to do is to select the different invoices, click on print, and I will download it and I can share to my accountant. But it's not directly linked to the other system, to another database, of course.
How can you do that? Do you need Odoo SH then, or what?
I'm sorry, I don't hear you.
How can you do that, and how can you connect with your accountant?
It's not, there is no standard solution.
Okay.
I can advise you after, but it's not the topic of the Q&A.
Okay, hi. Hi, thanks for the presentation. Easy question. About the price, the free tire and the 19 euro tire is without custom development. So we
Yes.
can upload the custom modules, but I imagine we can customize the website through the CSS and the HTML editor.
Yes, if you do it, you could use the standard version of Odoo, but if you do customization and start installing a theme on your database, then it's, if you maintain the code by yourself, that's fine. But if you do not, if you want to have a customization made by an Odoo expert or Odoo itself, then there is a maintenance cost, but only for customization. But no, so simply, if you access the CSS into your website and just change one Bootstrap variable, you will not be charged for it. Any other questions? Okay, there is a question here.
Where?
Yeah, if possible. Just there.
Okay. Yep. Can you hold it? Yeah, of course. Sorry. Thanks.
So what kind of payment gateways are attached to the basic free e-commerce?
Payment acquirers?
Yeah, payment gateways.
Okay, yes. So that's a very good question, actually. The thing is, I didn't set up a payment acquirer during my presentation. So a payment acquirer is a third-party service that will do the payments and receive the money from the customer, the checkout process. To do it, you can simply go into the configuration and click on Payment Providers. From there, you have access to the different standard payment providers. The most famous are there, so Adyen, Molly, PayPal, Stripe. And actually, we recommend to use Stripe because the connection with Stripe is very seamless, and the onboarding for you as a Stripe user is very easy. Basically, you just have to click on Connect, add your key, but of course, you need to have an account at Stripe. Oh, I didn't mention you also, a very good point. Odoo do not take any commission on your sales. That's something very different from Shopify. So when you have a Shopify store, you have a commission for the payment acquirer, but also from Shopify. So Shopify, the platform, is taking 2 or 3% according to the plans you use on your sales. But Odoo, as a platform, do not take any commission. It means that you can sell 1 million euro on the website. Odoo will not take any commission. So the only commission will be from the payment acquirer. So this is a very for me, this is very game changer, especially if you have a big e-commerce with a lot of transactions.
So you have to add another app, right?
Yeah, it's an app, but it's just you go into in the menu and you set up the Stripe. You just have to install, connect Stripe, make it, enable it, but Odoo will, you see? We have an onboarding, so all you have to do is simply fill in your information and everything is seamless. That's why we recommend to use Stripe, because the user experience is very, very good.
Thanks.
My pleasure.
Okay. Pleasure.
Any other questions? No? Okay, so thank you everyone.